Hi, this is Flash from Handyman Answers. So this is my first attempt at going live. So I didn't, I was just playing around with it. I didn't send out any information to anyone. I didn't, previously share this so I really don't have a live audience right now. And if I do, then it'll just be people joining as we go. But basically, I wanted to start doing a live maybe once a week, and today's topic is basically don't be a handyman, don't become a handyman. I promote I promote handyman businesses. I promote handymen over contractors. I promote the United Handyman Association. I promote screening handyman businesses and handymans getting certified. Today, I want to talk to you about the hard truths about becoming a handyman. And, it's not an easy path. I put in the description all of the little bullet points, but it's not an easy path. It is. It's not for somebody that wants to make a lot of money easily. It's not. I'd say. I tell my kids, stay in school, get an education, get a college degree, work with your brain and not your hands. You have more time to make money that way, and you're not going to break your body down. There's all these things that you want to say to we all want our kids to do better. We all want our kids to try something else. My oldest son, he has a handyman business in Medford, Oregon. And he worked with me alongside me for years, and then ended up opening up his new business in a new area, and he's doing well. But you have to go into it realistically. You have to go into it knowing that it is, you have to develop something that is going to make you money, not only when you're physically fit and you're young and able, but also work on how you're going to survive later. So I do videos, and I business coach talking to people about making money using vendors, making money. I think I've probably made more money just bringing in other people to do the physical work than doing the physical work myself. But I had to learn all of that. I had to learn and develop a network. So starting from the very beginning, trying to come up with a network and build that rapport with businesses so that you can refer them and then get your 10, 15, 20% markup for overseeing those projects. You have limited time. The time is ticking. Your body is only going to be able to produce so many years and be efficient and make money. There's only so many hours in the day. So you're limited on what you physically by yourself as a handyman, which most handymen typically are. You're limited on the amount of money that you're going to make in your lifetime, in a month, in a day. You have limitations. You have a state, you have a state agency that's possibly, trying to stop you from making more money. And their whole job is to prohibit you from doing certain types of jobs or certain, certain dollar values. There's, each, state has their own little, thing. But so, you have to learn how to work the system. You have to learn what you can do, what you can't do, and do the best you can to make the most of it. Being a handyman, some guys become a handyman because either they couldn't become a contractor, or they just had a skill and they just love doing it, and it's a passion, and it's just the natural place to go, and they become a handyman. Um, do they become a handyman? Do they grow up thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to become a handyman and I'm going to be rich? I would say most likely not. It's not listed as one of those jobs where people are like, okay, it's all about the money. Most of the time it's all about the passion. you know I will tell you that being a handyman is rewarding in so many ways. Working for yourself, making your own schedule, being there for your kids, being there for your family, I'm not going to tell you you're not going to make money, but you're going to have to be smart, and you're going to have to be persistent. You're going to have to be knowledgeable. You're going to have to do good work. You're going to have to be good at communicating. You're going to have to be good at promoting. You're promoting yourself. You're a salesman. You're promoting yourself. You are selling yourself and your services to the public. You are that person. And if you can't do that, then you won't survive as a handyman. If you can't promote yourself, and if you're not confident enough in your knowledge and your skills, you're not going to make it as a handyman. You can fake it. But it's not going to be real successful. So, becoming a handyman, it's not one of those things that you just do with, just on a whim, or, it's like, and maybe some of you are like fallback. Okay, well, I can always become a handyman. But starting any business is difficult. And I would say most businesses fail, within the first couple years. So I think that what you need is a passion. You need a skill. You need a passion. If you have a passion for it and you love what you do, then becoming a handyman might be for you. And it might be, you just love what you do. You just love it. You love going to the office. You love, if speaking of offices, if you don't want to sit in front of a computer all day long and stare at the same people every day, becoming a handyman is a pretty good alternative, because you're out there. You are, different thing every day. I mean, it is just so rewarding to be able to, every day be different, doing a different type of project, a different, whatever. It doesn't get monotonous. It doesn't get, it's not like you're sitting there staring at a screen all day. I mean, in comparison to being in the office or working out in the field, I am much more tired. When I'm working in the office, when I'm staring at a computer and I'm in an office all day, I am so much more like just worn out and tired at the end of the day than if I'm out doing some work, because I'm out there and I don't know, it's just not as mentally draining. Now, the older I get, I get physically drained, and I have to recognize those things and recognize that, I have to do everything I have, to stay fit and keep up my health so that I can go out and compete and do these jobs and be efficient. And it keeps me on my toes. But so there are some rewarding things. All I'm saying right now is that it's not an easy thing. So if you're thinking about becoming a handyman, just think about it realistically. Um, I just noticed, the term a shoemaker's children have no shoes. Well, if you look in the background there, I'm a little embarrassed about it, but you can see that I removed the battery from the smoke detector. So, so maybe my children have no shoes. So anyway, so I just, go into it realistically, and know that you're going to have to be persistent. You're going to be told no. It's like any other salesman job. You have to just, get to a point where you can, you hope to get to a point where you can pick and choose your customers. But in the beginning, you're going to have to work for people that you don't like. You're going to have to work for people that maybe your gut tells you, oh, I can't, I don't want to work for this person or whatever. Or you're going to have people that decide not to pay you, and then you're going to have to decide how you're going to react to that. And unfortunately, as a handyman, you have less rights than a licensed contractor. So you don't have the right to collect, to file a lien, to do certain things. So that's why you want to get into a position where you can follow your gut, and you can, hopefully work for people that are going to be responsible on their end as well, and pay you for the services that you provide. Um, you know, just know that it's not an easy trade. It's not it's not there is no like perfect, like there's not a list of this works for everyone. You're going to have to find your own niche. You're going to have to find what works for you, in the city you're working in, the state you're working in, the type of customers you're working for. You need to find a niche that works for you. If you watch other videos that I have, there's I still have like another 40 videos or 50 videos to put up. But if you watch, a lot of my videos, there's, they cover video, things like advertising as a handyman, and promoting your business, and surviving as a handyman, and how to be successful as a handyman, and all of these things. I want to help you. I want to help you be successful. I ultimately want you to join the UHA and become a member, and use the resources that we've put together. Take advantage of getting certified. Take the certification exam. Sit down with me on Zoom and do a 1 hour Zoom coaching that is tailored 100% to you, your business, and the area you're working in, and the services you're providing. All of those things I'd love to help you with. But ultimately, you are going to have to decide what your niche is, what you're best at, and go with it. Pick the things that work for you in the beginning, and your skills. And you're going to learn some skills as you go. If you're a young guy starting out, or you're just out of high school or just out of college, and you're like, you know what, I'm good with my hands, and I love doing projects, and I love the feeling of completion. If you're that guy, and you have all of this ambition, and just you have this desire and passion for it, then do it. Then go out there and find yourself a niche, and do something to start promoting yourself, whether it's joining a chamber or a networking group, or coaching. That's what I did. I coached Little League Baseball for 25 years. Every single year I had 12 new families that wanted me as their handyman. That was a niche that I found that worked for me. 12 new families a year, I was set. 12 families a year for 25 years. Think about that. That was like the best networking group that worked for me. So you need to find your niche, but don't go into it thinking that it's easy. That's the biggest message I can leave with you today, is that go into it realistically, because if you think it's going to be easy becoming a handyman, and that anyone can do it, then you're going to fail. There is no chance that you have to succeed as a handyman if you go into it unrealistically, because things aren't going to come quick. There were times where I was working a full-time job, and I was doing handyman work on the side. I was a teacher. I did what I had to do. I had a family. I had, my first son I was 18 years old when he was born, and I needed to make money. So when construction was slow, I had to do something else. So, you might be in a position where handyman business just takes off and you never have to look back, or you may go through peaks and valleys, like most people. And I did. And the economy, and everyone was leaving California and they were moving to Texas, and they were, contractors were leaving because there was no work in California. And so I couldn't leave. I had kids. I had to stay. Um, and you know, when the housing market hit a few years ago, 10 years ago, or I don't know, 2015, um, guys were going out of business, and I just stopped doing the big jobs because people couldn't afford to do them, and I concentrated on the little tiny jobs. People still had to flush their toilet. They still had to wash their dishes. They still had to do certain things in their home. They still had to afford the maintenance part of their jobs. So I concentrated on the maintenance. I sent guys out to change light bulbs. I did whatever I needed to do to survive. And you have to take that into that business, into this world. And you have to go into it thinking, I am going to do absolutely everything I need to survive to become a handyman. So that's the biggest message for me today, or for you today. And if you're watching at the end here, I appreciate that. Thank you. And join the UHA. It's UnitedHandymanAssociation.org. And I will help you. We will help you set up a business. We will help you survive in business. We will certify your business. We will back you. We will, help you with, between your customers. There's so many services we provide for handyman businesses. Along with, if we also guarantee your customers that you're gonna satisfy them, and you're gonna do work, and so good work. And so anyway, this is Flash. This is my first live session on this channel. So I want to leave you with happy home repairs, and thank you for watching. And I hope to see you at the UHA. And hopefully next time I do a live, we have some people, watching, so we can, so I can answer some live comments. So um, I will, I will be back. So anyway, it was nice talking at you. This is Flash with Handyman Answers and the United Handyman Association. Happy home repairs. Bye. And straight.